What is up, guys? We are back on the alt account to test out another monster to see how much money it makes. If you are unfamiliar with this series, we go around all of RuneScape testing out monsters to see how much money they make on an alt account for 3 hours. This account was first made to be a Brutal Black Dragon Slayer alt, which I did achieve in 5 episodes. We then decided to test out a bunch of different Slayer monsters to see how much money they make, and we are now testing out any and all monsters in game to see how much money they make. I did decide to turn this account into a Rune Dragon alt, which I do also have a series for. All of these videos will be listed in the description below, so if you are at all interested, go ahead and check them out. The way I decide which monster to do is based entirely off of what you guys vote for in my community tab. In the last poll, you guys voted for Brutal Blue Dragons, so that is what I will be testing. There is a new poll now, so go vote. The link is in the description. However, I would like to test out monsters that are suggested, so go leave a comment on this video right now with a monster you want me to test so I can add it to the next poll. If you have been enjoying this series, go ahead and leave a like, and also make sure to subscribe to the channel. Now before we start, I want to show you the alt account stats, gear, and how I will be getting to the Brutal Blue Dragons. This account has 83 attack, 83 strength, 83 defense, 86 range, 70 prayer, 73 magic, and 85 hit points. We will be ranging the Brutal Blues, so this is the gear I'll be using. I'm using the Armadillo Helmet, the Ava's Assembler, the Necklace of Anguish, Runite Bolts because they are cheaper than most other bolts, the Dragon Hunter Crossbow, which did just get a nerf ironically right before this video. I think it now does like a 25% increase at dragons instead of a 30%. I do know that it dropped about 5%. I am using God D'hide Body, Chaps, and Boots. The Twisted Buckler, which did just get a buff, so I believe it'll make the Dragon Hunter Crossbow about the same for me at the Dragons. And I also am using Barrow's Gloves and the Archer's Ring. In the inventory, we have a 1 dose of an extended anti-fire potion, a 2 dose Divine Ranging Potion, 2 prayer potions, and teleport to house tabs because that is how I will be getting there, which I will show you in a second. Now I will show you how to get there. Alright, now we're ready to go to the Brutal Blue Dragons. The way I will be getting there is I am in World 330 because that is where all the player-owned houses are that are hosting. And you can actually use their teleports, use all their resources, etc. So I'll be staying in this world if I can, just so I can continue to get free resources. By resources, I mean the Ornate Pool and then the teleports, etc. So anyways, choose a house. I'm just going to choose a random one. Almost all of them on that list will have the Karen teleport. Go ahead and run to the teleport menu. And then use the teleport to Kren. Now, if you have the teleport to Kren in your house, use that. If you have the Xeric's Talisman, you can use that instead. But this is what I'm using. Then you're going to go ahead and investigate the statue once you're in Kren. And now we're going to go to the Brutal Blue Dragons. So let's look at the map. The Brutal Blue Dragons are up here to the left, past the skeletons, up north towards the Hellhounds, and then they'll be right there on that purple spot. So let's go ahead and run towards them. Let's make sure our magic prayer is ready on our quick prayers. Perfect. We'll go ahead and run over there. Keep going. 330 is a little laggy, so hopefully it's okay while I'm in here. If there's someone here, I will have to hop. It looks like there is someone here, so I'm going to have to hop worlds. I'll go ahead and hop worlds and then come back. Alright, I hopped worlds, and I started to die because I wasn't praying for magic, but I'm in an empty world now. I started the timer. We'll go ahead and drink our potions. We had to start kind of abruptly. So hopefully I don't get KO'd since I already have some health gone. And we're going to go ahead, just drink my prayer potion on accident. Anyways, great start. So this is where the Brutal Blue Dragons are. We'll make sure to stay out of melee distance and pray protect from mage. That way we don't take any damage. We'll continue to kill them. We'll pick up all the items they're dropping unless something is not worth anything. These are the items that they drop and the items that we are looking to pick up for profit. We'll bank in 330 using someone else's house to rejuvenate our stats and to teleport back and forth. And then we'll continue to do this. I'll be back after the first inventory to show you guys how to bank and how I'm regearing. And then we will continue on with the 3 hours. Alright, we finished our first inventory. We're 8 minutes in. Let's go ahead and teleport to our house. We will have to hop to World 330. So then we can use someone's house and use all their goodies, use their ornate pool, and use their teleports. But first, let's go ahead and look at the loot that we've got. We got some adamant plate legs, all the dragon bones, of course, the blue dragon hide, law runes, death runes. That is all the loot we got. We got about 44k. We got some other items too. If you look in our looting bag on Runelight, we got some curry and some other things, but we ate that curry because we did take damage in the beginning. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and hop to World 330. And then use someone else's house and use that teleport and ornate pool to get to the bank. And then that's how we'll be getting back and forth. So I'll go ahead and do that. and then we'll go ahead and get back to killing the dragons, and we'll see how much money you make in 3 hours. I'll be back after the first hour. We're almost done with the first hour. We're at about 56 minutes, so we got about 4 more minutes, but I didn't want to run back there and try to film while I'm attacking them and showing you the loot. So I decided to stop for a sec. The loot so far, we've made 270k GP in 1 hour, so I'm going to round that to 300k. So far we're making 300k an hour. Hopefully that picks up a little bit. I'm a little skeptical that it won't, but hopefully it does. Maybe we'll get a visage drop. Not sure if these even drop visages, but if they do, that would be awesome. But we'll go ahead and continue on with this, and I'll see you back with the second hour. I just got an elite clue scroll. I'm actually going to go ahead and pause the timer. We're about 5 or so more minutes than the last clip. And I'm going to see if I can actually do it. And if I can do it, I'm going to do it with the time paused, just so I can show you guys kind of what I made. Oh my god, these hellhounds. What do I need to do? I'm just going to teleport out of here. I'll come back if I need to. But let's go ahead and check what I need to do. And if I can do this clue scroll, I'll do the whole thing. But a lot of times I can't finish an elite clue scroll. Alright, so this one's pretty easy. I just need to go to the duel arena. So anyways, I'll go ahead and do this clue scroll, and I'll come back with my results. Alright, I finally finished the elite clue. I had to actually score a skull ball, and that took forever. I never want to do that again. I don't know why that game is invented. But let's go ahead and open this casket and see if it was worth it. I did get a master clue scroll though. So let's go ahead and drop some sharks and see if we can do that one. I actually ended up not doing it, but I did realize there was a hard clue scroll in my bank, and the brutal blue dragons do drop hard clue scrolls, so I'm going to go ahead and do that one. I know this hard clue wasn't part of the loot from the brutal blue dragons, but I decided to show you guys anyways. I did not get anything good from the loot, so hopefully we get another clue scroll and we can actually do it and count it towards the loot. We are just about at 2 hours, about 4 minutes away, so we'll go ahead and do a loot check now. The looting bag says we made around 600k. So we're still averaging around 300k or so, give or take, 10 to 20k an hour right now, which isn't horrible, but obviously it's not the best. We are using some supplies, so we're losing a little bit of money there too, so it's not exactly 300k. But anyways, I'm going to continue this. Hopefully in the last hour of this video, I get the visage, just got my second ancient shard, and I also just got a dragon med helm. I'm not sure what the rareness is on that, but I'll look it up. But anyways, that's pretty crazy, the dragon med helm. Would have been better if it was the visage, but I'm sure the drop rate for this is a lot easier than the visage. Ooh, we are at the almost 3 hour mark, and we just got an elite clue scroll. So I'm going to go ahead and pause the timer, and then see if we can do this elite clue, and then we'll go ahead and pause and do that. Can we do this? To the western wall on Lunar Isle. I believe we can do this, so I will be back. I'm going to go ahead and do this elite clue scroll. Hopefully we get something awesome. Well, I did about 4 of the tasks, and I need to get 47 farming. I only have 32 farming. My friend thinks it's easy to get. I don't think that's easy to get. That'll take a while. So I need to pick a watermelon seed, plant a watermelon seed, and you do need 47 to do that. And so that would be 47 right there, but I cannot do it, so I'm going to go ahead and drop this clue. I just finished my last trip at the brutal blue dragons. We're still under 3 hours, but there's only about a minute, maybe a minute and a half, and so it's really not worth it to try to go back. I do not think I'll be able to get another kill, so now I'll collect all the loot, I'll go to the Grand Exchange, and we'll see how much money we made from ranging the brutal blue dragons on an alt account for 3 hours. Now time to see how much money you can make from brutal blue dragons on an alt account while ranging them. We made a total of 1 million GP while at the dragons for 3 hours, mostly from the hides and bones. When we look at the loot tracker, we pretty much were able to pick up everything that was dropped. Now we did spend around 240k GP on supplies, meaning our profit was only 760k GP. When we divide that by 3, it comes out to 253k GP per hour. If you do factor in our loot from our elite clue scroll, which technically we did outside of the 3 hours, so keep that in mind, our profit would go to just about 300k GP an hour. And remember, we also had another elite clue scroll that we could not do. Now this is honestly not very good. You would be better off killing lower level dragons like green dragons, or maybe even regular blue dragons, and you would make more money and could even AFK a little bit more depending on where you go. I did not mind doing the brutal blue dragons, but I wouldn't suggest doing them unless you have to for some reason. I hope you all found this video helpful, and if you did, please go ahead and leave a like as it helps out a ton, and go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you have not subscribed already. That way you can continue to see my videos. As always, don't forget to vote in the recent poll in the description, and make sure to comment any monsters you want to see tested so I can try them out. Thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for my next video.